Hello, everybody. My name is Wilson, and we are going to do something a little different today. We are going to play some one-on-one EDH. I know EDH is more of a multiplayer format, but one of the issues with multiplayer formats online is that they take forever, and they're incredibly the layout of a multiplayer format is incredibly difficult to understand what's going on sometimes. So it's best to just play two-player, and also you just get games in at a much faster pace than you would playing against other opponents. Playing against more than one opponent. So this is our EDH deck, and yeah, this is not your mom and dad's EDH deck. This is something that I've been cooking up for a while. Excuse me, and it's a combo deck, and it does some pretty crazy things. So unless it's not apparent right away, this is a 5-color deck. This is a Child of Alara deck. Child of Alara. You can cast it for Wooburg, which is white, blue, black, red, green. It's a 6/6. When it dies, it has trample. When it dies, destroy all non-land permanents. They can't be regenerated. Interesting to note here with Child of Alara is that if this were to be destroyed, and then it would be put into the command zone, it is not dying. So there have been times where my opponent has gone to beast within this, and it went to the command zone, and then nothing happened, and they were really confused. So just remember, going to the command zone does not die. It has to go to the graveyard. So, but this is essentially just a placeholder for, Wooburg. We want all 5 colors, because here's what we're doing. There is nothing in this deck that costs less than 6, unless it has the mechanic Cascade. There is one exception, and we'll get to that in a second. So Cascade says, when you cast this spell, exile cards from the top of your deck until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put the exile cards on the bottom of your deck in any random order. Now, here's the trick. Bituminous Blast and Deny Reality will cascade into something that costs 4. Something that costs 4 will cascade into something that costs 3. Then something that costs 3 will cascade into Hypergenesis. Now, Hypergenesis is a functional reprint of Eureka, except instead of being able to just cast it, you can suspend it for a colorless green. But with the Cascade mechanics, how they work, this actually has converted mana cost of 0. So what will happen is that any of your Cascade spells will cascade into Hypergenesis, and the point of the deck is to have just all the fat. Every piece of fat that you can see. And you know what? I'm even seeing a Chroma Angel of Wrath, and that's not in this deck, and it should be, and I'll probably take out something like CD Unwritten. So there's a lot of interesting things going on in this clump right here. 15 6-drops, 13 7-drops, 12 8-drops, 8 9-drops. No, actually, it's 13 8-drops, 7 9-drops, and then these guys. We're not playing. Okay. Oh, gosh, where do I even start with here? The land base. There are no basic lands in this deck. It's all non-basics, and they all produce tons of colors. There's all 10 of these. I think the only thing that I'm missing is Scalding Tarn, but it has all 10 duels, all 10 shocks, 9 fetches, and then 10. I don't even know if that math works out right. I'm probably missing some stuff here, but 37 lands seemed appropriate. All the Cascade spells. Now, here's where the deck gets really interesting, is what giant creatures have been chosen. A lot of them have actually just been chosen because I own them. Otherwise, like Hellkite Charger. Hellkite Charger could probably be taken out for something. Thermocratus. Yeah. So, anyways, here's the deal, is that we have cards that look weird, like Cyclops of Eternal Fury, but this gives all of your creatures haste. That's really good. We have cards like Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, which these are not cards that cost less than 6, but we have ways of delving and drawing more cards. We have even 6 casting cost Cascade spells, not Dragon Lord, Silumgar, but this guy, the Ethan Horn Sorcerer. We have ways of stealing our opponent's creatures. We have ways of drawing cards. Frost Titan is great. Sun Titan can get back fetch lands. Avenger of Zendikar to get tons of creatures. Same with Hornet Queen, Elishnorn to make them all big. Colossal Whale, Shieldred, Molten Primordial to steal one of your opponent's creatures. Angel of Despair, so when it comes into play, you destroy a permanent of theirs that they're putting onto the battlefield. Dragon Lord of Tarka, Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight. Karthus, so if they drop... I played a game where my opponent dropped all dragons, and then I dropped this thing last, and then they scooped. Chroma's Memorial, this gives them all haste also. No mercy, no rest, no matter what. Celestial Force gains life at the beginning of each upkeep. This is actually pretty important because if we drop this, we're able to stabilize for a little bit and then be able to like maybe go off again. Avatar of Woe. So here's the cool thing is that the Violent Outburst is an instant, so we can play it at the end of their turn, Cascade into Hypergenesis, untap, and then use things like Avatar of Woe. Archetype of Endurance is great because it gives everything hexproof. Terracodon blows stuff up. Same with Woodfall Primus. Same with Ashen Rider. Hellkite Overlord is just enormous. I guess we have another Cascade card with Maelstrom Wanderer, but he's not really a Cascade card. He's just big and makes all of your creatures haste. It's just another Cyclops of Eternal Fury. Baleful Forest lets you draw cards. Like I said, a Chroma. Blazing Archon makes it so your opponents can't attack you. I didn't talk about Tasigur. Tasigur is like Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, where you can play it on the cheap. Iona, you can drop that and just lock your opponent out of the game. Inkwell, good guy and also a good creature. All the Bringers, which you can actually play these for Wooburg for 5. I'm not playing the white one because it returns an artifact or enchantment from your graveyard. I don't know. Progenitus, Kozilek. I'm not running Ulamog from Worldwake because I don't own one. I also can't run Emrakul. And then the Emrakul Promised End is not where we want to be. Let's get some games in. These games are fast and furious. We either win super big or lose super big. There's no two ways about it. There's winning and losing. That's going to happen. We're going to be part of it. I'll see you guys all for the first match.